Hey, what's up, guys?
Not a whole lot.
I'm Nick.
Oh, wait.
He's Tony.
And
Real
we have
fast.
a lot of coffee.
We're just going over the DLC for Mario Kart 8 that came out today on the character selection screen here. They added the amiibo support, so you can do all the different costumes for your Mii, but, you know, the amiibos aren't out yet, so that doesn't matter.
You know, it's
you
like
got
Barbie.
Tanuki Mario,
balls.
the Catsuit Peach, and Link, which we are, of course, going to be Link.
Well,
Okay.
he is.
Well, yeah, well, this is just us going through it. We're actually, you know, not playing right now. This is pre-recorded. Here's the new vehicles. We got the Master Cycle. That's a sweet-looking horse with the Hyrulean shield on the side and all kinds of stuff. It's cool. I like it. We got
B-Dasher.
Yeah, I think this is the new fastest car in the game. I'm pretty positive. And, you know, it was in Mario Kart 7 and several other Mario Kart games. And we got the Tanuki Kart, which is probably my favorite. Looks like a Jeep, and I like it. And the Blue Falcon from F-Zero, of course.
Yeah, I like that car. It's nice.
I know, it's kind of cool. I mean, it's just a classic.
I want a real one, though.
But, you know, just for the sake of this video, well, we'll see with the tires. We got the, I think the only new tire in it, I kind of was comparing, and the only one I saw that was new was the Zelda tire, the Triforce tires. I think that's the only new one.
I believe so.
Yeah. So anyways, and then we're going to this, that's the only new sail, is the Zelda sail, but, you know, that's my new favorite one, so it's all good. I was using the airplane one before, but that's probably my new regular. Okay, but we're going to go all Zelda stuff. Here's the first one, Yoshi Circuit. We're just going to do a lap on each track, point out a few things that we thought were interesting, and try to point off the shortcuts when we did find them. There's a couple tracks that we didn't see in with our, you know, limited playtime with it so far.
So far.
This is Yoshi Circuit, one of the three of the things that is not brand new. This is one from the GameCube. You know, you see we got a nice little town. There's a toad waving. We got all these little shops. I kind of just show stuff off, as you'll see.
Confetti, you know.
Yeah, I mean, there's Yoshis everywhere. Obviously, it's Yoshi Island, so there's going to be Yoshis everywhere. We got a Peach and Daisy shop, a couple other shops. It's really nice, really nice. I immediately got a mushroom, and then I went around this corner, and I was like, that waterfall, it looks like I can go through there. And, yep, if you have a mushroom, that's a really good shortcut. You just got to make sure you turn right, drift to the right as you're going through it. I didn't know yet. Going through the tunnel's nice to stop, like, oh, here's another Yoshi, woohoo.
Yeah, I did notice that. There's a bunch of Yoshis.
Yeah, there's Yoshi Island. There's Yoshis everywhere. Yoshis and Toads. I guess Yoshis and Toads like to hang out together. Got a little sign there, and I lost my mushrooms. But I kind of slowed down here and took a look at this tree. I just thought the fruit looked like Animal Crossing fruit. I liked that. It's kind of a throw to Animal Crossing.
Fruit.
That little archway up there looks really cool. And then I didn't notice it when I was playing until I went back and watched this video, but that lighthouse out there looks awesome, and I would like to go back and take a closer look at that, and like the cruise ship out there. And then the sailboats look sweet. Okay, and then after I finished the lap here, that's about it. You know, we're coming back into it. There's a motor shop and all kinds of stuff. I just wanted to point out one more thing that is just a small detail, but it really made me happy for some reason. As you're going through this tunnel, he yells "Hi-ya!" And like he did right there with that speed boost, but when he does it here, it's got a really nice. It echoes through the tunnel.
That's pretty cool.
And I just thought that was such a really cool small detail, and I just loved it. The audio effects change when you're in the tunnel. Track number 2, the Excite Bike.
Yeah, that's my favorite track.
I love the little starter thing in front of your tire. You know, like it goes down like it's a dirt bike race. Great, and like the Toad there with the helmet on. The stadium looks amazing with the open top. You got the mud, of course. Classic Excite Bike.
This one's definitely just for
Yeah.
Speed boost, because all you do is go to
just do tricks the whole time. It's fun. And I'm sure there's going to be some like strategy on like which ones to hit and all that eventually, but pretty much just do as many tricks as you can on the straightaways. And
well, really, you want to stay on the right. You want to stay on the right side of the map the whole time because it's over.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, especially on the turns.
That would be the shortest part.
Yeah. So this is really all there is to this one. I want to know, see how that underneath there was open? I didn't notice that until I came back and watched it either. I'm wondering if there's some kind of secret underneath that ramp, and I have not checked it out yet. So
I don't think there is. I think if you just go up top, you get the speed boost.
Yeah, but if you go to the right side, you can kind of swing under there, and I'm wondering if there might be at least a speed pad underneath that thing as you come out of it. Just a theory, don't know yet. The Dragon Driftway, another one of the new ones.
It's hard.
I like this one, and there's a couple things on this one that just made me stop and just stare. I liked it, as you'll see here. Every track and everything everything that they did was great. So beautiful. So I definitely recommend buying this DLC. They have that double pack for like $12.99, I think, which includes the one that isn't out yet, that comes out next year sometime, I think May. So if you are enjoying Mario Kart, I definitely think it's a good value. There's some graffiti and whatnot on the walls there, which I stopped and looked at here in a minute the next time around. But it's cool. It's just like different Mario characters doing shortcut on your left there that I missed, doing different karate poses and whatnot.
And whatnot.
And whatnot. As we've kind of turned upside down now, but you don't even know it fell off, of course. But you don't even realize you turned upside down. Look at that waterfall. The waterfall's going up because we're upside down.
Okay,
and all the lanterns are going upside down. It's so cool.
This track was really hard.
You know, and not to mention the computers were just hitting me with everything. And then I think I get Ink Splat too. There's a nice little Triforce there. I love that. His neutral, if you don't hit a direction when you do off a ramp and hit the bumper to do a trick, he pulls out the Triforce. That's great.
Like a bounce. You can't even see anything.
I know. It's okay. Here we go. I just wanted to point out a couple of the graffiti. They're great. If you just take your time and look at all these, they're fantastic.
Those are pretty cool.
They're just doing different karate poses like on the clouds. It's great.
They're like Ninja Turtles.
Yeah. Alright, now we got Mute City. The F-Zero track, of course. This one has a shortcut that, I haven't tested this much yet besides this, but I think this may be an OP shortcut. We'll see. Also, this entire track is, as you see, you start in anti-gravity mode, which I believe this is the first track to do that, where you start in anti-gravity, and you stay that way the entire time, because, F-Zero, it was like a hover car racing game. Those green things on the side, I don't know if I included it. I think I did. If you hit the green things, you kind of spark like you did in F-Zero, which is kind of cool. Your character has kind of like some green sparks on them. Those pads, if I'm not mistaken, in F-Zero, it's been so long, they like restored your health, and you kind of like glow when you go over top of them. I think you get a little bit of a speed boost, but I'm not positive. So like here I get the green sparks on my character, and it's like, oh, that looks cool. So then I went over the wall and hit it again. It's like,
fun.
Yeah.
I like being shocked.
I love all the small little details they do. It's great. Now I wanted to do it again. Okay, and
you're still in first.
Yeah, well, I did have the CPUs on easy because I wanted to, sightsee. Okay, now here is the shortcut. As you come around this bend, if you drift sharp to the right, you need a mushroom. I think you might be able to do it with a drift boost.
Wow!
Look at that shortcut. I think that may be an OP shortcut.
Oh yeah,
might be. But that's the F-Zero track. Like that one a lot. On to the second cup. That was the Egg Cup. Now we're going to the Triforce Cup. The first one in this one is a remake of a Wii track. I think this one was in 64 originally and was remade for the Wii.
I think so.
I don't remember.
But it's pretty hard.
I love this one. I like what they did with it.
It's so turny.
I just like all the little subtle changes they made. It's great. Okay, there's a couple shortcuts on this one. One of them I don't think is worth taking unless you just drift it perfectly. The other one's really good. Okay, so on this turn right here, if you go to the left of that and drift sharply, there's a speed boost right about here, as you see. And we're going. So if you master drifting off at the right time, I just had to stop and look at all the Shy Guys. They're cool.
He drove a little bit.
Did he? And then here, they used to just be the minecarts, but with the new anti-gravity thing, the minecarts in this section, you can hit them for a speed boost, just like anything else, pretty much. Accidentally found that out. And then I stopped here, installed that, I'm like, isn't that a shortcut in the other one? It's been so long since I've raced this track. So I went, and yep, that's actually a really good shortcut. Couple of pads. My dog's getting a little excited. And also, once I get good at it, I didn't do it here, but you see those little lips there? By the third lap, if you drift to the right as you come out of that shortcut, you can perfectly ramp over that corner as well and cut off even more time. Super Nintendo Rainbow Road.
This is definitely one for drifters.
I spent so much time on this track as a child, so I'm glad this one's in here. Super Nintendo was just Super Mario Kart. So much time. The main thing, this is the same as Super. It is. The only big difference, of course, is the track wiggles up and down when it gets hit, and the fact that they added all this stuff down below. I just like the misty, eerie effect down there, and like the classic Super Nintendo Mario hills they have in the background, but they're like glowing and rainbowy. Do you like this track?
I don't like this track.
You don't like this track?
I'm not a good drifter.
Tony needs to work on his drifting skills. And I stopped here because I had the mushrooms, and I couldn't remember if you could make anything out of this little ramp here. And barely made it. I mean, it wasn't worth my time, obviously, but I had to try.
If you're drifting and you cut it too short, it'd be a good save.
The main shortcut on this one, of course, was this right here in the Super Nintendo. If you got a mushroom, you could make it over that gap, which I just did there. So that returns, of course. And that's really all there is to this one. Great scenery below. I really love the background and the moon. It's all gorgeous, but that's it. Ice Ice Outpost. This might be my favorite new one.
Might?
I really like this one. What is Ice Ice Outpost? I really thought it was going to be like a throwback to Ice Climbers. Like, there's got to be some Ice Climber something.
But little do you know, the winner gets to hang out with Vanilla Ice. Not literally, but I mean, that'd be cool.
So we got toads everywhere. I guess the toads are the people that work up at the North Pole in Mario World. They got their tents. It looks like they might be like some sort of scientific outpost. I don't know. That ship over there. I stopped looking at it. It was cool looking. There's a few shortcuts on this one. Oh, we got the helicopter film out there. That's awesome. The Mario Kart TV helicopter. And I was kind of experimenting here because this is literally the first time I ever played this as you're watching through. So I was like, ooh, I wonder if I can just drop down every turn. And didn't really work. There's a shortcut to the right if you go off the track right there. If you see the ramp.
Yeah.
Huh. I didn't see that one, honestly, when I was racing. And then I saw it when I went back. But I did see that one right there. And as you'll see in the second lap, I didn't see it right there. I saw it on the second lap. I saw it, put on the brakes, and backed up and went to it. I wanted to try it. So there's a shortcut on the right. Then if you immediately get to the left, there's a shortcut on the left. I think that might be a good idea to do there.
Yeah.
Maybe.
I noticed it does slow you down a little bit when you drop off.
Does it? Like you lose speed while you're there. And also if you cut that corner, similar to the Thwomp Ruins, you can, or even, where's the one in the clouds? I forget. There's a shortcut there that you can do. But that one's really hard to get. I haven't mastered it yet.
It looks like it'd be a good shortcut because it goes pretty far.
Yeah, it cuts off that entire corner. So here's where I stopped. I saw the thing and I backed up. I was like, nah, I'm gonna get this. And you're gonna have to make sure you drift to the right.
Oh, wow, that's where you get on.
Yeah, and don't hit that wall because then it angles you and you just go right in the water. So that's a shortcut, but one that's gonna need some work. Last track.
The Hyrule Circuit!
The one that I was most excited for, and it does live up to it. I mean, the coins are rupees, people. This is great.
The coins are rubies.
Rubies.
That's all you gotta say.
And then the Master Sword. It's right there. So good. I mean, I never thought I would see the day where Zelda and Mario Kart would cross. I mean, Mario Kart's got characters from all the other games, but they never crossed it with Zelda. Why not? It's great. Besides jumping over the... Well, I showed off the soldiers here, because this is the only time you ever see like some sort of like human person in the crowd, besides like a Toad or a Yoshi. Rupees! If you go across that field there's that ramp, of course. If you have a mushroom, you can use that as a shortcut. But besides that, I didn't find a good shortcut. You can, of course, cut over the Master Sword when it's toggled, but it has those switches, kind of like in Zelda games, with those speed boosts coming up to it, and if they get hit, it lets you ramp over it. So if you and players with you hit, I think you have to hit all three of them. Maybe only one. No, because they're only one hit. You have to hit at least one of these on your way by, and then you can jump the Master Sword. Not sure if that's how it works yet. That's just my best theory. Got another little town.
That's a little short. If you go left right there, you can like jump out the...
You probably need a mushroom though to do that. And I love how the piranha plants are the... I forget what they're called, but the guy... They were in Ocarina of Time first. They look like piranha plants, but they're not. So that is